All right, hey everybody. It has been a long time, and I am so sorry. I've just been slacking. My boyfriend said I've been slacking. So, and this actually is a month late. This video is how I survived my first year as a flight attendant. Yay! On May 9th, I received my hit my year part moment. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it. The picture will be somewhere within the video of from when I first got my wings to now. So it's just a video on tips on how I survived my first year and just recommendations on how you can survive your first year as well. I am so proud of myself because in the first few months I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I thought something would go wrong, or I wasn't gonna love it anymore, but I still love my job from my first trip to my last. So we're just gonna get into it. The first thing I am going to say is how to survive your first year is to always get proper rest. Like, there's times where you're gonna have 12-hour days and only a 9-hour layover, and it may be hard for you to go to sleep, but find a way to relax, unwind, take a shower, just relax, get everything ready for the next morning, and then that way you won't be exhausted, because you can go from one 12-hour day to another 12-hour day. Not all days are 12 hours, but not all days are going to, go from a long day to a short. You can have 2 long days back to back and then have a short day at the end of your trip. But just make sure you're getting proper rest. That plays a major component in your health, which is my next step, is to take care of your health, regardless if you think that it's something minor to something major. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Like I said, told you guys, I take all types of vitamins. I take vitamin C. I take L-lysine for my skin and tissue. I take biotin. I take B12. I take a women's one a day. And then I also take a cranberry extract, because sometimes when I'm out, I tend to drink a lot of the sodas and stuff to pep myself up. I'll grab a Dr. Pepper and be like, okay, I need to make this last hour and a half, so I'll drink a Dr. Pepper, which I'm trying not to do. I try to drink a whole bottle of water each leg that I am on a flight. If it's longer than 2.5 hours, I try to drink 2 bottles of water during that flight, so I can stay hydrated and maintain my skin health and my organ health and everything, because a lot of the ups and downs has a lot of pull and wear and tear on your body. So you just want to make sure you're taking care of your body properly. I have gained weight, which is bad, and it is now starting to affect my body. I sprained my back in February, and I not only do I blame it on work and not taking care of myself at work, but I also blame it on my weight gain. My back is probably not used to me being this big again. I'm not even big. I'm like 179 pounds. Is that when I first started, I was like 160 something. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself. These are the top 3. So number 3 is budget. Budget accordingly. Take care of your budget. Your first year, you do not make a lot of money. So you have to remember that, you may not be flying if you're on reserve, or your airline may not pay you that much, or, you just may not be generating a lot of income monthly. When I first started, I had my own place, and then finally, excuse my nails. I've just realized, I was like, I'm taking my nails off because I'm getting new nails done, but excuse them. I do apologize if you see me do this. It's because my nails look horrible. Just take care of your budget. When I first started, I had my own place. Now me and one of my classmates, who is like my sister, share a condo together. So it's just, I end up I'm saving roughly about $250, but still that's $250 more than I had. And I'm trying to get my everything in order to decide if I'm going to stay in Phoenix and probably and maintain my career in Phoenix, or if I want to transfer back to Dallas when Dallas opens, or if I want to go somewhere else. Me and my roommate decided we're going to do a year, and we're just going to see how that pans out, because she wants to go to Chicago, where she's from, and I want to go closer to my son and my boyfriend and my family. So maintain a budget. So if you know that you like to eat out, or go shopping and stuff, just maintain your budget accordingly. I'm a makeup whore. I'm a makeup junkie. I love buying makeup. So I have a chunk of my budget allotted to splurge into makeup. Thank God for coupons, because I use them a lot, especially at Ulta. And then I'm VIB at Sephora, and then I try to shop online for makeup. And then I always budget to do something with my son every month. I budget my bills, and how I'm paid is I get a little check at the beginning of the month, which is the 30th of the previous month, which is pretty much where all my bills go to. So it's my small check. So I'm like floating on with a few $100 until my big check, which is on the 15th. But I just try to maintain a budget. If I know I need something, like Saturday I get paid, I'm making a list of everything I need so I can get that done. Like, I know I need to get my nails done. I know I need to get my hair braided, stuff like that, and how much it's going to cost. And that's my budget for that. And then everything else goes into either savings or planning a trip with my son, or going to see my mom, or, my little brother was like, he's going somewhere for a birthday party and he needs some extra money, and I still owe him a birthday present. So I just budgeted for that. So just make sure you maintain a budget, because you don't want to be somewhere with no money and no food, and you're eating the snacks off the plate. So that really, really sucks. Another way I maintain my budget is sometimes I pack. If I know I'm on a 4-day trip and I know my money isn't where I really want it to be, I try to pack my lunchbox and have stuff for my room. That way I won't spend money at fast food. Then another way to save money is I'm a Starbucks junkie. You guys see it on Instagram. I have a Starbucks tumbler, and then I like refreshers. I don't really drink coffee that much. So what I do is get the package of refreshers, and I mix it with lemonade. Like, I have cans of Minute Maid, and I stick them in my lunchbox, and I just make them whenever I'm on my trip, which saves me about $5, $20 total for a 4-day trip. So that's another way to save and budget. And I use lots of coupons. My roommate is a couponing genius. I'm like trying to take her lead. So I'm like, how do I sort these, and what would I sort them by? So just make sure you're maintaining a good budget. Maintain healthy relationships, meaning maintain your relationships with your spouse or your significant other, your children, your family, your work. Just maintain healthy relationships, because sometimes you need to vent. Like, I had a situation yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend was asleep, because he's in a totally different time zone. He's 2 hours ahead. And then I'm like calling my roommate, and my best friend sleep because she's in 2 hours ahead. So I'm like calling my roommate because she's out on a trip. And I'm like, something happened. But luckily me and her have a great working relationship that I can talk to her and we'll laugh it off eventually, and she'll be like, girl. So just maintain healthy relationships. I talk to my mom every day. I talk to my son every day, regardless if it's talking on the phone to him or he glides me. We speak every day. Talk to my boyfriend every single day. He calls me every morning, or I call him as soon as I wake up. So that's what we do. If you plan to commute, plan accordingly. So my recommendation is not to try to commute when you're on probation, but if you know where you are commuting from is like a major metroplex, don't do it. Like, don't do it. It's really, really hard for me to commute. And then especially being junior, you get bumped and stuff like that. And especially during summer, high fly time, it's very hard for me to get in and out of Dallas to see my family. So sometimes I'm like, hey, I'm going to take the jump seat, or hey, you guys, I'm just not going to make it this time. I'm just really tired. The flights are super full, so I'm not going to be able to make it. So just plan accordingly. You do not want to have to call and tell them you're not able to commute, and then they say, well, there's nothing they can really do. You're just going to have to plan accordingly. You can start looking at flight numbers days ahead of time to know if there's going to be any seats available, so you can know what you need to do. Like, hey, do I need to go back to base 2 days early, or do I need to go, or is there enough flights where I can just jump seat? Like, going back and forth to Dallas, there's a flight every hour and a half, so therefore I'm good. But if you know you're trying to commute from a small town that runs flights every 5 hours, and that first flight you don't make it on, and then the second flight is the only one left and you don't make it on that one, that's unable to commute, and there's no reason for it. You can't get written up. So just plan accordingly. Use your benefits. Use your benefits, use your benefits, use your benefits. Not only your health benefits, use your flight benefits. Get out there and see the world. I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to California, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to Vegas. I've just get up and go sometimes. Sometimes I just roll over and be like, hey, I want to just get out of town. Me and my roommate decided we were going to do this thing where we take a weekend or whatever days we have off together and have a girls trip just to relax, maybe a spa day, or, you know, go down to the beach, whatever is going on. So we plan that accordingly, but we use our benefits. We are not afraid to use our benefits. She just went to West Palm Beach and I'm going to LA in the morning. So just use your benefits. Maintain, I don't know how I can stress this enough. Maintain your image. Like, maintain it. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. I am natural, so sometimes right now it's 108 degrees in Phoenix and my weave is 28 inches long. I don't want to be hot. Like, I don't want to do all that. So I have things to do, buns for the summer, or I twist up my hair. It's put up right now because it just needs to be put up. But there's different ways for you to rock your hair in the summer that is still a professional standard and just look flawless. I'm going to do a video on my favorite items to travel with from low end to high end cosmetics. It's very easy to maintain your image regardless of how much you're spending on it. So when I first started, I was getting e.l.f. and Lord knows what else I was getting because I couldn't really afford high end. But now I will grab a Kat Von D palette every other month or something to mix it up. Like my NARS foundation, but I still have a Revlon foundation. Is just maintain your image. And gentlemen, is not that hard to find, to make a connect where you can get a great barber and a great, stylist on your clothes. Keep them clean. Like, I'm doing laundry now. I'm off for 3 days, but I know when I get back, I don't want to have to be worried if I have clean uniforms. So just maintain your image, and then people look at you differently. Your customers expect this professional standard, and then you don't want to be the talk of the town of you see that dirty flight attendant. So you just don't want to do that. It's easy to maintain your image. It is so easy. The next thing is always carry backups. And what I mean is have a backup watch. I have 2 watches. I have a silver one and a rose gold one, and I have a black one, but I think the battery's out. But that's why I have a backup, because if FAA gets on board and they ask to see your watch and it's not running, you're not in compliance and you could be fined. So that's why I was like, your watch can stop anywhere. So always carry a backup watch. Earrings, I always carry an extra pair of studs with me. I actually have like a baggie full of studs, and that's the way if I lose one or if I lose a back, I have stuff. Carry extra backs for my wings because sometimes they fall off. You just don't want your wings just hanging like this. I carry both of my aprons because one may get dirty, and I just don't want to, especially if I'm in first class because I serve meals, I don't want to serve my passengers with a dirty apron. And they don't know, it may have been dirty from the previous flight, but they can think, oh, she's had that dirty apron on for the last 2 months. I carry a backup lipstick or a lip gloss. I also carry like a backup hand sanitizer because sometimes you don't have it on the plane. Just get in the habit of carrying a backup. Like if your manual, your announcement book is an actual book, mine's no longer a book, it's actually in a tablet. Ask for a second announcement book because you don't want to go somewhere and do their announcements and then leave it on the flight and not have if you leave it there and you don't have it, and then if your supervisor's like, oh, I need to do a check ride, and you're in the middle of a trip, there's no way for you to get a new one. So now you have a second one just in case you lose another one or something gets spilled on it. Coffee was spilled all over mine. I had a backup. I had two. So I recommend just getting the habit of taking backups of things you need. Let's see. Take me time. Take me time. Take it too. Take me time for yourself. Take me time for your customers. Take me time for your loved ones. Just take it that way. You will not be this evil person whenever they see you. Every month I go get a massage every 2 weeks. My me time every 2 weeks is my mani-pedi, and then my hair days. I was like, sometimes I just try to take time to myself to make sure that I don't check out from doing everything for everybody else. So just make sure you take me time for yourself. And then the last thing, which is the biggest thing, because I'm going to tell you this. I messed up within my first few months. I didn't have something up to date, so I got in trouble. So just make sure, learn from me, make sure everything is up to date. And if you don't know for sure, ask a supervisor or a coworker if they can go over something with you to make sure everything is up to date and on point. Excuse me. Just make sure that everything is up to date. Your manual, your onboard announcement book, anything, alert bulletins, anything that's required to be maintained. Just make sure you maintain it in a proper time. I just got an alert that we need something in our stuff before this date, so I got it in as soon as possible. Try not to wait till the day that you need it to put it in, because the date that you need it, you won't have it, and then that's when you'll get a check ride or a supervisor will ask you to come see you and bring your manual and everything, and something won't be off because you've waited till the last minute. So just try to make sure you maintain that stuff as well. But those are how I survived my first year. I still love it. I'm on year 2. I'm really happy. I'm sorry it took so long to post this video. I recorded it, then I lost it, and I'm really upset because I recorded the 1 year update and then I blogged a 4-day trip and I lost all the material for it. So it's really frustrating. But I love you guys. Everybody who submitted a resume, I will be doing that within the next couple of days. And resumes are going to be the 3rd week of every month now. I did it for the whole month of May, and now I'm going to do it at the 3rd week of the month. So don't forget to email me your questions, comments, or concerns, or leave them in the comment box. All contact information will be in the description box below. Love you guys and stay fly. Bye.